Hi and welcome Scorpio to your January tarot reading for all Scorpios, sun, moon, and rising signs. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to Paula B Energy. Glad you're here. All right, so this is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio, so not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Just take what resonates with you, leave the rest. That's how it's supposed to work. And you'll want to check out your other videos for your moon and rising sign. This just helps you get a more clear picture of the energy that's coming in for you for the month of January. All right, welcome. Let's dive into the reading. I've already pulled our first 5 cards. I like to do a card for your recent past. That's anything between now and the last 6 weeks. Your current energy, what's coming towards you in the new month, your challenges, and the things that are going to help you. And we'll pull clarifiers on all of these. So let's go ahead and start with your first card. For the month, Scorpio, is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the card of the unknown, the inner knowing, pardon me. It's the inner knowing, not the unknown, because the High Priestess knows everything. It is that inner knowing. It is that ability to be able to just know things, which you do. You're a very deep sign, and you just kind of know things. Sometimes you don't know why you know it or how you know it, but you just know it. That's been your situation in the last 6 weeks. Just kind of knowing things and just sort of having to go on it. Let's pull some clarifiers and see how that's been presented for you. Well, it looks like you've been having some fun, Scorpio. Here's a card of partying, good times, fellowship. We just came through the holidays, so that card makes sense. It's about tapping into your good feelings. Spending time with friends, I think, has been really important to you. And you're getting a sense of where you're wanting to go. The Knight of Swords is a very swift knight. He's very clever, swift thinking, piercing towards the truth, right? So you've been employing your logic. In this last 6 weeks, you've been, you've been having a good time, but you also have been really thinking about what is it that I want to create in 2025 and what do I need to do that? What's the logical steps for me? So that's been your recent past. Your current energy right now is Page of Wands. Page of Wands, okay, pages are always messengers, so this is a message of a new passion. And it could be a message from Spirit, because remember, wands are the fire suit. That's their energy, is the energy of fire. And wands always have to do with our actions. And it's about our connection to our higher self, to Spirit. So whenever the pages come up, we need to be starting to look for the messages. What is the message that Spirit is trying to tell you? Currently, let's just get a couple of clarifiers and see what Spirit is trying to tell you. That'd be a good idea, huh? All right. One more, please. There we go. Oh, nice. All right, your first one is Queen of Wands. So the Queen knows exactly what she wants, and she knows that within herself, because this is... So the Queens are always introspective, inward-facing feminine energy, and the Kings are the masculine outward expression of the energy. So when we've got, oh, did I say wands? What the heck? Swords. So this Queen of Swords, she's the queen of discernment. She takes in all the facts. She looks at everything. She sifts through and gets rid of things that are not true and comes to her logical conclusion. I apologize. I looked at that wrong. I was wondering why that card was blue. Shouldn't be blue if it's wands. All right, so in this message, particularly this message from Spirit, you're going to need to use your discernment. And I just heard, don't listen to everybody who says everything. Okay, so there's a lot of us, I'll be myself included. Don't ever take what I say as absolute truth. Tarot is all about choices. It is about what the energies are, and then it gives you options as to what you can do. So it's not a hard and fast blueprint for you must do things this way. You have free will. And that applies to all kinds of other things as well. So if you're listening to somebody and they're saying, hey, you absolutely must do this. No, hold up. That means it's time to use your discernment. Discernment is that very interesting skill, which excuse me, helps us be able to look at things logically and be able to use our powers of reasoning to determine if something is actually true or not. Then your second clarifier for that Page of Wands is the Sun card. Excellent. Card of Jupiter, the card of expansion, the card of blessing. The sun blesses everything. It represents life. It represents heat and warmth. So it's all those good things. So your current energy is that you're getting these messages. You're having this inner knowing and this message that you need to do something. What's coming towards you? Let's take a look. We've got the Seven of Cups. So, coming towards you in January, Scorpio, you're going to have a lot of choices and they're all going to look equally appealing. Keep in mind that some of these are illusions. So this is where that discernment is going to come in. You're going to need to figure out which one of these options is a true option. And keep in mind that cups are all about emotions. And in the Seven of Cups, what we see is there's something different in each cup. And each thing is equally appealing. So you may have several options that are being presented to you, especially on an emotional level. And that's where that discernment's going to need to come in. Let's pull some clarifiers and see what else is coming for you in January. Ooh. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So, your two clarifying cards, Scorpio, are the Ten of Cups, which is our happy family. It's all the feels, as I like to call the card. Excuse me. So you've got all the feels coming towards you, but you will need to use discernment in order to achieve them. And then the Two of Pentacles. So there's going to be some of your resources involved, Scorpio, in order to know what to choose. Spirit just said, in order to know what to choose, you're going to have to make the decision based on the resources that you have. And carefully weigh them. This person looks sort of like he's weighing. Weigh them so that you're not overburdened and juggling too many things. So that means you're going to have to take into account how much time does it take, how much money does it take, how much effort is it going to take, and that's going to apply in all the areas of your life. So that's going to apply in all of your resources, health, wealth, relationships, all of that. So be very discerning this month as to all of these opportunities that are coming towards you. Okay, what are your challenges going to be? Well, you got the Page of Cups, which is often a message of love of some kind, but this page is upside down. He is not grounded. So your challenge this month is going to be staying in your heart. Literally. He's not doing that. So how are we going to do that? Well, let's see. What else is going to be something that might be a challenge for us? And how are we going to overcome it? Let's pull some clarifiers on that. Okay, your first card that popped out was the Nine of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency. This is you. You have all the resources that you need. Nine of Pentacles is always about, look at her. She's got everything she could possibly want. You have the resources, Scorpio. You know what to do. The High Priestess has told you what to do. The issue is that you don't believe it. You don't feel it in your heart. You know, head, what to do. Queen of Swords, discernment, but you're not feeling it in your heart yet. So it's making you a little hesitant about what you should do. You're not staying in your heart space. What you're doing is you're feeling like you're just sort of burdened and trudging along instead of living the life that you want to live. This is one of your challenges, is this feeling of being burdened. The Ten of Wands is an ending, right? He's about to be ending that trudging. So your challenge this month, Scorpio, is going to be to stay out of that, woe is me, I'm working so hard, I can't ever get ahead, all those negative things, right? It's time to dump that stuff. I'm telling you. All right. Then what are the things in January that are going to help you? Let's take a look. Ooh, nice. Okay, Scorpio, it's all going to come out great in the end. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy of abundance, of producing, of solid connection. So this, she looks gorgeous. She also looks really self-assured. She's like, hey, I got this. And so do you, Scorpio. What else do we have? We've got, moving on, the Six of Swords. So you're not going to get rid of the worries and the baggage. See, there they are. Those swords, those thoughts are in the boat with her. But notice that she's not focused on them. She's looking forward to the future. She's moving ahead. So attitude and your mental state is going to be really important. Then you had the Page of Swords, which is usually a message of truth. You had this reversed. So this page, he's kind of flying. Anytime anybody's upside down, it always looks like they're ungrounded, that they're flying. The Page of Swords is from the air, though. Swords is an air sign. So this means, I'm going to say what I heard was, don't let flights of fancy just carry you away, right? You do have to stay a little bit grounded. You don't let your thoughts just carry you away, and your worries and all of that. All right, let's take a look a little bit at health. You haven't been too worried about your health, Scorpio, I'm going to say. You've been partying. You kind of know what you need to do, and so you've just been sort of like putting it over there. And frankly, with the sun, it's pretty much worked out for you. You're going to need to make some choices. You're going to have several choices that are coming towards you that are all going to look good. And it's going to be up to you to figure out which one is going to be the best use of your resources with that Two of Pentacles. Stay heart-centered. Know that you got this. And your biggest challenge for your health is going to be stressing yourself out, doing too much. So, time to back off a little bit. Just have this woman's attitude. My heavens, look at her. She's like, I got all the stuff. I know it's going to work out. I'm not worried about it. I'm moving forward. I'm creating abundance no matter what happens. I think that's probably the message for January is, you got this. I like it. Okay, so now in the area of wealth, your career, for those of you who are employed, self-employed, for those people, I see that you know where you need to go. You are being blessed. You got a lot of choices in front of you, and because the overall message for you is to relax, stay heart-centered, and just know that you're moving in the right direction, I think that your work is pretty much going to stay fairly the same. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make plans. I think that there is a select few of you, Scorpio, that are going to be making plans for the future. And I think some of you are going to begin a side hustle. Some of you already have one and you're going to want to expand that. Some of you are going to decide that the side hustle isn't worth it. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. That's fine. You have many, many ways that you can have emotional fulfillment. So don't feel like, oh, I'm a failure because I couldn't make this work. It doesn't always have to work out. You got this. That's your message for January. So don't stress about it. It's also the other message. All right, now as far as love relationships go, for everybody who is in a stable relationship, it's time to be a little bit more self-sufficient. Maybe spending a little bit of time not just glued to each other's side would be helpful. Reducing your stress is going to be really, really helpful for those of you that are in a stable relationship. I think that constantly being stressed is a strain on the relationship and maybe just a little time apart. So you got these two cards together. So you've got self-sufficiency and feeling stressed or burdened. So let's remove some of that from the equation. And maybe it's time for you to just go on, like a little overnight stay somewhere by yourself where you can just think about what it is that you're trying to create. Absence makes the heart grow fond, right? For those of you who are looking for love, I think that you know what it is that you want. You want this happy family. You want all the good feels, right? And you have a lot of choices that the universe is sending towards you. But it's time now for you to get really clear on what it is that you want, what kind of relationship. Some of you are going to be moving on. I'm going to tell you straight up. Some of you are like, I'm out of here. This is too stressful. I don't see a new person coming in for the month of January. I'm sorry to say. I think there are some possibilities there. Obviously, you're going to be offered some choices, but I don't think they're really going to solidify until maybe towards the end of the month or into the 1st of February. I see a lot of solitary figures in what's coming towards you in January, especially for challenges and for helps. So keep that in mind. I think it's going to be more of a time of figuring it out, what it is you want. What does your heart want? That's really going to be key. All right. Overall, it looks like a good month. It looks like there's going to be some introspection, but also some blessing and definitely a lot of opportunities. Keep in mind that all those many opportunities may be a little confusing for you or maybe overwhelming. Don't let them overwhelm you. All right. I'm going to pull an oracle card from the spirit of the animals, and your card is Horse Freedom. Love horses. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Ooh, what a lovely card. All right, so no need to stress out about it. No need to be burdened. You got this, Scorpio, as you always do. Thank you so much for joining me for your January reading. I hope you'll join me next month for February. And of course, this is YouTube, so push the buttons, ring the bells, do all the little things so that you can get notified of new videos that are going to be coming out. Thanks for joining me here on Paula B Energy, and have a wonderful day. Bye.